All right, it is, time is it? 4:06 right now, 4:06. And here is the drive. ETA 2000, ETA 659, 38 hours, 2,661 miles. And it starts now. Okay, day one is done. I'm like right there. Can you see that? Like San Antonio. I just woke up. Have a little caffeine drink and let's go. I feel like we didn't make much time towards the last 4 hours last night, so gotta pick it up. Wow. All right. It's the day. So it's been 2 nights sleeping at these stops. Florida has really nice rest stops, and it's time to get the boat. So I wake up, go and wash my face and stuff like that. And today we are gonna get to the boat. So finally, I'm sure Captain's glad to get out of here. All right, I am here.
In 800
Final
feet,
turn.
your destination will be on the right.
Hear that? 800 feet and I'm there. I am incredibly tired. I just kind of pulled over on the side of the gas station and just like went to bed, and I didn't wake up for like 3 hours. But I'm here, let's see the boat. All right, I am back. Got a problem though. I don't have a key, and the lockbox isn't in here. Let's break into the boat. Okay, well I found the lockbox, but there's still no key. All right, I had to break in. Let's go check it out. All these headliners got done. Looks a lot better. There's the flooring down. So the boat looks pretty good. It's hot. No AC or anything like that, but everything's clean. It looks really nice in here actually. And I gotta check everything, I guess. It's so hot right now. I'm gonna go out and check all the wax, I think, first. All right, so there's a few things that we got done. One, these stabilizers got finished. They're leaking just a little bit on the inside. I can kind of show you where in a second. But those are a big deal when you're underway. If you don't have the stabilizers, it changes everything. So we got to take care of these things really well. And it was time. We probably could have avoided it. Probably would have been fine for a little bit longer, but who's taking chances? We can't take any chances. Other thing that's always nice to do, look how clean these look. See that? Just put some prop speed on there, clean everything up. Looks very nice. Kind of an interesting one that we had happen on this run here is, see these right here? Those are the spur cutters, and this right here broke completely off. I don't know how. We only had one, so it wouldn't work. It must have cut something pretty hard. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but we had to replace that. We had to get a whole new one on there. So this is the first time that Captain, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come around this side. This is the first time that Captain's been on the boat in a long time. Since, when would it be? Since like September. It's like, well, that's a really long time. So it's good to have him back. That's why we did all this, is to get him back on the boat, which is nice. It's hard right now. So there's just some odds and ends that need to get all tied up. Everything is great. Here's what we did, okay? So we did the bottom paint, we did the stabilizers, we did these headliners up there. We already had the salon done, but we did the ones in the rest of the entire boat, which is nice. It makes a big difference to have those done. We detailed the hull and we detailed the top side. What I didn't have him do, which I totally regret now, is he was going to buff and wax all of the decks. So, where you walk, right? The grip, the non-skid. I didn't have him do it. I thought it was not necessary. But now that everything else looks so nice, I wish it makes the decks look more obvious. And I wish I would have had him do it. I really do. Brian Coleman is who did the detailing, and he did a great job on everything there. They are putting a final coat of paint on the hull right now, and that's it. A couple more zincs are going on, and everything is very, very good. Oh, we found some grounding issues on the boat, which I suspect may have something to do with the heat exchangers. So we added a couple more grounds and got the whole grounding system on the boat checked out. What else got done? We did... I can't think of anything else right now. Stabilizers. That's about it, I think. The grounding system and 2 new heat exchangers. Two new ones. You're not supposed to replace those. So that's why we really wanted to make sure that the grounding system on the boat was perfect, because those heat exchangers shouldn't have that issue at all. The zincs are always replaced. What I've been told before is that although I'm replacing the zincs, you don't know what was done with the boat before you. I know that the previous owner did a great job at taking care of the zincs. He said he did them once a month if they needed it or not. That's a lot. That's total overkill. I look at like every 6 months and I can't even see like even like a 5% wear on them sometimes. So to replace them every month, regardless, is a lot. But it also matters who's next to you in the marina. So there could be another boat in the marina with you that is letting a lot of power out into the water. And that is gonna have a big difference. It's gonna eat up your zincs, it's gonna eat everything up quickly, and you can't, it's hard to avoid that. It could be the dock. Some bad wiring on the dock that's putting power out into the water. I don't know. So, but we want to get the grounding system perfect, and that's where we are. So I don't want to do anything. I just want to go to bed. So we're waiting right now for fuel to be delivered, and then after the fuel's delivered, I think I'm gonna go to bed because I'm really tired, and tomorrow will be a big day. We're gonna launch and do a little sea trial, get up to the dock, wash the boat one more time, because even though the boat got detailed, the yard did a number on it already, because the guy next to us is doing fiberglass work, and people all over the place are doing things, and it's flying all over the place, and it rained, and then the dust catch it. It's just a mess. So one more wash before we go, and then we'll get a salt bath. So it's gonna look really good before it gets a salt bath though. It's launch day. Today is the day that we launch the boat. We'll launch the boat, take it out for a little sea trial, come back to the dock, get everything spick and span and wait for the rest of the fam, and then boogie north as fast as possible. That's the plan. It's a lot to do. It doesn't sound like a lot to do, but it's a lot to do. Alright, so these are the props here, right? And the reason they look like this is because there's prop speed all over them, which makes it so that nothing can grow on them. I would love to put on the whole boat, but it's super expensive and this stuff works great. I don't know if you could do it on the whole boat. I wonder if it's even possible. But it's kind of tacky even though it's been on here for a long time. And then these are the spur cutters. I'll get you close there, but so if you catch any line, you can see those things. I guess you got on this side here. Let's see, it's here. I'm just gonna slice it up. See, it gets caught in there. You can see that. And it just slices it up. Alright, the boat's about to go up. Got the painter here, right there. Last minute to paint right under the blocks, so everything gets painted. And a bunch of people here. We're gonna do a little sea trial and then we're good. So now the painter goes under there, under the boat while it's... Jeez, that's a... I don't even get under the dinghy as I lift it. He's getting under that. I'm in the water. Out of the water for like a month, back in the water. Feels good. You know what I'm looking forward to doing first? Get that AC on because that boat is boiling. I don't know how anyone does it. It is so hot in there. All right, we gotta start everything up here, so. All right, we're moving. Thrusters are working. All the screens are turning on okay. No water tap. Oh, got it. One thing. Down here. This one down here. See that? It's actually the master. So if that one's not turned on, the other ones don't work. Let's get that going. Everything should be good. I think we're good. I'm ready to go. Gotta make this bridge. Got a few minutes. But I'm excited. So I made a terrible mistake. Everything's launched, it's good to go, but I did the fuel totally wrong, and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so when I was filling the fuel, you have to account for certain things, which I wasn't thinking about, because if the boat's not in the water, these things aren't as apparent because we're on blocks. So no matter how much fuel I put on one side or the other, it's never going to list. But here's the problem. I put in way too much fuel on one side, didn't account for the tender, which is already heavy on the port side, and there's the result. You see that? That's improved. That is very improved. We launched the boat, and I didn't film because I was nervous, very nervous. This boat was listing so bad that I didn't want to make a turn too sharp because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to recover from the pitch of the turn. It was bad. I've been transferring fuel for a decent amount of time. We ran the return pumps to the starboard tank, everything. It's just taking some time. That fuel transfer pump only goes 9 gallons an hour. It's slow. It's getting better, but it's bad. Look at that. Okay, so just to give you an idea of how bad it actually was, check this out behind me. You see the rail? You see the rail there? I'll zoom in on it, but do you see that? Do you see that rail? That was underneath the water. Let me zoom in on it there. That was under the water. It was totally submerged. It's probably like an inch down. That's how bad this list was. Compared to this rail over here, so a funny thing that happened is Susie, she's always been here at Old Port Cove forever, and she knows us from a long time ago, but she got a phone call, someone rushed into the office and said, hey, this boat has a huge list, you need to get a crash pump ready. And so she told me right when I came in that she was trying to figure out, okay, this guy does the crash pumps and all the guys that handle the crash pumps are not in the office today. And so Susie was thinking in her head like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get this crash pump going, which she said that she knows how to do. She called me up, and luckily I told her, hey, I just made a terrible mistake fueling and we're fixing it. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. But super embarrassing actually. I did just stupid mistake. And I can't believe it happened, but we're fixing it. It's just taking forever to get back to normal. I would have, I thought about filming it and I was so embarrassed and so scared, actually. Just chalk that up to another stupid mistake. Like actually really bad. Never do this again.
Many hours later.
I figured it out. Here we go. I figured it out. It's been all day and I've been worried about this, trying to figure this out. I don't think you know, like, this was really bad. Like, it was quite scary, actually. So here's what happened. So underneath the stairs is a supply line manifold, and it supplies the fuel to the day tank. Is what we call the day tank, is what the engines feed off of the day tank. They don't feed off of the main tanks. The main tanks feed to like a 60-gallon day tank, and then that feeds all the engines. So by engines, we mean the generator and the two mains, okay? So one of those lines was bumped when people were working on the boat. This stuff happens, and I should have checked that. I should have been more diligent in making sure, and I thought I did, but I guess I probably didn't. So what happened was that the day tank, I checked it before we started running this morning, but I didn't put it all together. So the day tank was feeding, 2 tanks were feeding to the day tank. So the center forward tank and the starboard engine room tank, okay? So when I was filling up the port side tank in the back, nothing was happening. It was fine. It took a ton of gallons, it took like 500 gallons, and then I put 500 gallons into the starboard engine room tank, right? So put 500 gallons in one, 500 gallons in the other. You should be pretty even once you get in the water, you would think, right? Well, I wasn't. And not like 100 gallons off. Like, this was quite a big problem. Like, quite a big problem. Have you guys ever seen the Instagram thing, Qualified Captain? Like, I was pretty positive that someone is going to take a picture of this and I'm going to be on the internet, like, being shamed for my lack of attention with filling up the boat. But so here's what happened was, when I was filling up that tank, it was actually filling up another tank, the center forward tank. And it took me so long to figure this out. I don't know why. I just figured it wasn't, but I was just looking here and I was seeing this gauge right here. And it's full. Why is it full? I wasn't even thinking about it. I just didn't even look at it because I was just assuming that I didn't even notice it because I hadn't touched it. I hadn't done anything to it, so I wasn't paying attention to that tank, and it's full. So that means that I put 500 gallons in the starboard tank, and those 500 gallons went straight up to the center forward, making it so that the weight was totally off, like completely off. Gosh, you would have known that this happened if you would have filled up in the water. It would have been so obvious what was going on if you filled up in the water, but no. That's why if you fill up on the hard, you better fill all the way up, or you better make sure, I don't know. Just don't do what I did. Come on, Captain, come on.
Okay, go back.
Come on, Captain.
Captain! It'll be fun to see this in the morning when it looks all clean and shiny.
It looks shiny at night, too.
Well, I can't really tell, but yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Nice. What do you think, Leo Video? You like it? He just is like, where am I? I have no idea. I will. After yourself.
Welcome back to the helm.
Yeah, hi. Just getting everything situated. So I have it all.
You got your office, Heather?
Yeah, this is my office. Welcome to my office. Pretty tired. Need to go to bed. I had these guys for like 5 days, which is fine. He's just, Leo, like right now, he's yanking on the camera that you guys can't see that. He's just really busy and he's big, so he's so much fun. Got a lot of work. How, Leo? I got in tonight and my parents come in tomorrow. They're gonna join us. We were supposed to leave like really quick because we have a deadline, and I know we are not supposed to cruise with a deadline, but we have one, but I don't think we're gonna make it because the weather looks not doable to the point of being like dangerous. You never go north Gulf Stream when there's a northerly component to it and to the weather, and there is, and so that creates really steep big waves. So we're gonna just hang here most likely for the next few days and just relax. We've been on the go non-stop for the last like month. All right, so the boat is clean, shiny, and check this out, you guys. I'm sure Braden already showed you, but headliners aren't sagging anymore. Check it out in the bedroom, nice and tight. Our bed's all made. I got a new fan that I need to install over there. I'll do that another day because I'm tired. Bathroom's clean. We've got a crying baby. I can't let him see me, but Kids are unpacking. Up here. It's looking good. Check out the captain's room. Captain messed up the sheets, but new headliners and they look so good. Oh my gosh. Hallelujah. As always, thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, give us a like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell and leave us a comment below. We'll see you all next week for more adventures cruising on Mermaid Monster.